Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Today's question is a good one and it comes from the website. Before I jump into that, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Do you enjoy mental health information and learning about psychology? Make sure you're subscribed and turn on those notifications so you don't miss when I upload a video. But let's get into that question. Katie, how do you tell the difference between neediness and needs that need to be met? Also, how do you know what is okay to need? Can neediness be dealt with by setting boundaries towards others? That's how I interpreted it when I watched the video. I've always thought you've had to set boundaries for your own behavior. I thought this question was a really good one, and I'm going to try to answer it in order, kind of how she asked it. Now, her first question, asking what's the difference between neediness and needs that need to be met, I first want to acknowledge that we all have needs. Every one of us, and that's completely okay. We have physical needs, like I need to eat, I need to drink water, I need to sleep, all the basic stuff. And we also have emotional needs, and everyone's are going to be different. And so the truth about neediness is that it's been given a bad name. People use it to put us down, to tell us we shouldn't have any needs, or the need that we have is not okay. And that's simply not true. Where it becomes a problem is when it's attachment-based. Meaning that we expect, without maybe even realizing it, a lot of this can be subconscious, but we can expect someone else to fill that role. Whatever that need is, we're expecting someone else to do it for us. And the truth about our needs is that we have to do the work to get them filled. Does that make sense? Let me give you an example. Let's say that I thrive, one of my love languages, I thrive off of words of affirmation. A way that I can get that need met is by expressing that to my loved ones, to my husband, to my closest friends, saying, you know, I took this test about the 5 love languages. If you wonder what I'm referencing, I'll link it in the description. But you can let them know, hey, I find that I'm most fulfilled and feel the best when people just kind of let me know when I'm doing things that are good. Like words of affirmation are really important to me. That way, I'm giving them the opportunity to fill the need for me. I'm not going to go out and ask people every day, point blank, so what do you like about me? So how do you feel I did that? Because then that's when I'm expecting other people to completely do the work for me versus me recognizing what it is I need, asking close people in my life to do that, and then also doing it myself. If that's something I need, I can say those things to myself. And so I think that that's kind of where I would tease it out, is that we're working on ourselves. We all have needs and needs that need to be met. But when we expect other people to do all the work for us, I think that that's when it could turn into neediness. Does that make sense? Now moving on to the second part of her question. She asked, how do you know what is okay to need? The truth is, that's going to take some work on your part. I can't tell you what you should need because everyone's going to be different. Like I said, we're all going to have physical needs. Those are very basic and we all have them. But then we're going to have emotional needs, and that's going to vary from person to person. And I think what I would encourage you to do is to either journal and go, what I call it, going inside, thinking about what it is that I really thrive on, like the love languages. I think that's really helpful for a lot of people, figuring out how it is that we receive love and what's the best way that we actually get that message. That can be super helpful. Another thing is just recognizing what maybe sore spots we have because of our past. Are there past experiences that have left us feeling like shit? Maybe those are some of the things that we try seeking out in other people, and we need to recognize that so that we make sure we're doing it healthfully. And if you're able, I think it would be really amazing to work in therapy on this, on all of our needs and talking about it so that we recognize it's coming from a certain place. We're working through it and we're expressing it to others in our life in a healthy and happy way. But unfortunately, I can't tell you what's okay to need because everybody's going to be different. Now to get into the final portion of her question, and that is, can neediness be dealt with by setting boundaries towards others? That's how I interpreted it when I watched the video. I've always thought that you had to set boundaries for your own behavior. And part of this is yes, neediness can be dealt with a little bit by setting boundaries. And the reason that I'm using those terms is because if we understand where the need's coming from, and we're processing through it and trying to reach out in a healthy way, that healthy way is going to involve some boundaries, meaning I recognize that I have a need and I want to maybe lash out and reach out and do something impulsively, but because I know and I've set these boundaries, I've worked on it, I recognize that thought, that urge, I take a minute, I breathe, and then I respond in the healthy way. A healthy way that respects the boundary, meaning that I'm not going to reach out for someone and expect them to fill the need. I'm going to do the work myself. And so in a way, boundaries can kind of protect us and keep us safe, because I think with regard to this question, when it comes to neediness, we're kind of talking about attachment. and what we expect, like expectations from other people and how attached we can become to them. And that's why I don't want you to feel like people can fill the void for you, because we can never count on others to completely heal us or fill that. That's something we have to do for ourselves. And only then can we truly heal and feel full and know that no matter what everybody else does, because we can't control what others do, right? No matter what anybody else does, we know that we'll be okay because we've done the work, we've got our needs met, we're taking care of ourselves healthfully, and then you'll feel so much better. There won't be so much volatility, we won't feel so impulsive, we can feel so much more calm. I hope you found this helpful. Was this a question that you had? Do you want me to dig into it deeper? Because there's a lot I could say about this topic. But leave your thoughts in the comments, make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you next time. Bye.